Hey guys, this is Liza and welcome back to a new video. So today will be an announcement for a brand new readathon. I have already announced this over on my blog, so if you follow me there you've probably already heard about it, but I thought I would announce it on here as well in case you don't follow my blog. Not everyone are bloggers, I get that. And I'm sorry if you can hear my heater in the background, it is freaking cold, so I'm sorry, it's cold. I'm putting my heater on. So the readathon, as you can probably tell by the title, is called the Fantasy JourneyAthon, and it will be running from the 21st to the 30th of June. So this is a map-based readathon, and for this round, your goal will be to reach Hogwarts. So there's 4 starting points. I'll put the map here. Let me move over a little bit. I'll put the map here. There's 4 starting points, and then you basically just work your way to the middle, which is Hogwarts. So you can either start at Medora, New Reynes, New Beijing, or the Ice Court. And all of these places are based on fantasy books. So I'll just read out all the locations and all the books just in case you're curious, and I've just got it here so I actually know I don't miss a town or anything, miss a location. So we have New Beijing, which is from the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, Sheol 1, which is from the Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, Kalyazin, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, that is from The Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. Medora is from the Medoran Chronicles by Lynette Noni. Emberfall is from A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. Dustwalk is from Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. New Reynes is from Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. Ellingham Academy is from Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson, which is the only not fantasy book in this, or not dystopian, or not sci-fi book in this, but it feels like a fantasy academy, so if you've read the book you kind of get it. The Shire from The Hobbit, The Ice Court from Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, Fennbirn from Three Dark Crowns by Kendall Blake, Cabeswater from The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater, and Hogwarts from Harry Potter. So there's 4 paths that you can choose, starting at the ones that I mentioned before. So you can start at Medora, and from Medora you go to Emberfall, to Dustwalk, and then to Hogwarts. The next is to start at New Reynes, and from there you go to Ellingham Academy, and then to the Shire, and then to Hogwarts. The next option is to start at the Ice Court, and then you go from there to Fennbirn, to Cabeswater, and then to Hogwarts. And then the last option is starting at New Beijing, you go from there to Sheol 1, to Kalyazin, and to Hogwarts. So each location has a reading challenge you have to complete along the way. You do not have to do them in order if you don't want to, but yeah, there are 4 reading challenges for each of these steps. If you do reach Hogwarts and you finish those 4 challenges, you are welcome to do any of the locations. They don't have to be in the stepping order. Any of the locations, it doesn't matter, after you finished your original track from wherever you started to Hogwarts and completed those 4 challenges. So the reading challenges are: New Beijing is read a sci-fi book. Sheol 1 is to read a dystopian book. Kalyazin is to read a book with a blood on the cover or read a book with a red cover. Medora is to read a book with the Chosen One Trope. Emberfall is to read a retelling or a reimagining. Dustwalk is to read a book with a rebellion. New Reynes is to read a book with a card suit on the cover, so heart, spade, what are the other ones? Diamond and club. Ellingham Academy is to read a mystery book. The Shire is to read a book that is at least 10 years old. The Ice Court is to read a book that follows criminals. Fennbirn is to read a book that has multiple point of view. Cabeswater is to read a book that includes a king. And Hogwarts is to read a book that has a magical school in it. And just a little bit of bonus information for the challenges. So each of the challenges locations, you can read the book that that location comes from for that challenge. It all works, like they all work out the same. So example for Cabeswater, the challenge is to read a book featuring king. Cabeswater comes from the Raven Cycle. The Raven Cycle is about finding a dead Welsh king. So all of the books match the challenges that the location comes from. Does that make sense? So now moving on to the little bit of a bonus fun for this readathon, I have also created a little bit of a challenge to go with it, which is based on a point scoring system, and everyone is in teams. So the teams are based on 4 companions that you could have to complete your journey. All the companions are mythical creatures of flight. So your companion could be a dragon, a pegasus, a thestral, or a griffin. I will link down below a quiz that you can do to be chosen for one of these 4 companions, or you can just pick the one that is your favorite or the one that you want to be a part of. I will leave a link to my blog post down below, which will explain all the ways that you can get points for your team, and also all the Google forms where you can enter your points for the books that you've read. read for each day. I will leave all that down below, as well as like the TBR and wrap-up ones. All the point system stuff is explained in the blog post, so I will leave that link down below with all the information. And for this readathon, there is an Instagram account where there is a reading challenge for every day of the readathon, so I'll leave that link down below. There is also a Litzy account with Litzy post challenges, which are the same as the Instagram challenges, like they're the same prompts, but that's more for the people who have Litzy compared to Instagram. If you have both, you can participate in both and earn points for both, that is fine, but they are the same challenges. And we also have a Twitter, and there will be reading sprints happening throughout the readathon. So yeah, I think that is it. I will leave all the links down below that you'll possibly need to do with the readathon. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. But yeah, I hope you guys join in and enjoy this readathon. I plan to do many rounds, and with each one different locations and different ideas. So yeah, and let me know if you want to be a co-host in the future. At the moment, I don't have a co-host because I kind of just came up with this idea, like, well, no, I had this idea for ages, but I like developed it pretty quickly. So I'm like, I'm just gonna put it out there. I didn't bother with co-hosts, but if you want to be a co-host in the future, definitely let me know. And yeah, that is it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.